If you're into Korea, then surely you have a favorite one of these.
Learning Korean through famous lines from K-dramas and movies on
Welcome to Korea.
with Korean Unnie.
It is a Tuesday. We had Hangul Day last Friday, and Welcome to Korea is perfect if you're learning the language or you want to pique your interest in Korea, because if you know what's being sung in the songs or said directly in the dramas, I'm sure you'll fall deeply in love with the country and maybe with Korean Unnie herself. Good morning, Moon So-hyun.
Good morning. How are you doing? And that's true. Daily K is the perfect radio show if you are interested in Korea, if you know more about Korea, all about Korea, Korean movies, Korean dramas, Korean languages, and Korean activities.
Yay, thank you for that. Do we have to pay you like an advertising commercial
$100,
fee?
please.
No, sorry, you've said it. It's too late. We're going to replay that endorsement from the famous Korean Unnie every day on the show now. It was Hangul Day on Friday.
That's true.
How long have you been doing your YouTube channel, Korean Unnie?
I have been doing my YouTube channel for more than almost 5 years now. Quite
Goodness
long,
gracious.
yeah.
Do
Time
you
flies.
usually do something special on Hangul Day because you're all about teaching the language?
Yeah, actually, this year, I was invited in quite lots of big events due to Hangul Day. I was
wow.
teaching Hangul in 지편전 in the Gyeongbokgung Palace, which is not open to the public in usual days.
Is that an area of Gyeongbokgung
Yes.
Palace? Oh, wow.
That was fun. And
You're doing
we
that
were
online, was it?
It wasn't online, it was offline. And I
Wow.
got to meet 30 different students from all around the world and also 15 students who escaped from North Korea.
Really?
Yes.
And were you teaching them Korean?
Yes, it was teaching Korean, but it was more about fun activities. We had some conversations.
Wow.
And there were some, journalists taking photos of us doing it. It was a
that's
meaningful
cool.
thing. Yes.
Yeah, and of course, we used to speak exactly the same language, I guess, before we were separated into North and South, right? But
Even though there were dialects though.
yeah, of course. Like even in South Korea, there are different dialects on Jeju Island and Busan and whatnot. But I'm guessing, and I think it's true to say, that there's a lot of differences now with South Korean and North Korean.
Oh, yes. And also the North Korean students that I met
Yeah.
nearly couldn't speak Korean because
Oh.
they escaped from North Korea when they were very little.
Oh, goodness.
And they were in China for a long time. So
Oh.
because they escaped through China.
Okay, that's
So
an easier
they
border to get
yeah,
over.
They were very fluent in Chinese, but not almost.
Really?
They couldn't speak Korean.
So you were basically teaching them maybe the same way as other foreigners would learn
Yes,
Korean.
they did look like Koreans, but they weren't.
That's really interesting, isn't it? I've heard that maybe I don't know if we can call it a positive, but one interesting aspect of North Korean is that they try to use as few foreign import or loan words as possible.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They don't have words like ice cream as we do, or TV, television.
That we just
stuff
borrow
like that.
from English, right?
They have their own words for ice cream.
What do you think about that as a Korean expert, as the star YouTuber for the Korean language? Do you think it would be nice if, like, even in South Korea, we created all our own words
I
instead
think
of
it would
using
be
English?
actually fun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, right? Because we're getting too global. I know globalism is a great thing, but I was reading a British newspaper article, and it was saying that people in their 20s in Britain, they don't know many British English words that my generation uses all the time.
Then what English words do they use?
More just a standard global English, so like American English and things that are in the movies and the dramas. And I was really shocked and saddened because I get paid to teach British English in Korea,
yeah.
and maybe it's going extinct. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
What are some British words that you might want to teach us, like the basic ones?
Okay, here's one. Guess what it means? Yonks. Yonks.
I don't think it's a good word. It doesn't give me a good vibe.
Okay.
Hey,
well,
yonks.
It's not something you call someone. I'll put it in a sentence and see if you can guess.
Okay.
I haven't seen Sohyun in yonks.
Oh, in ages.
Yes.
Ah.
And apparently 30% of British young
Never heard of it.
people don't know what that means.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you were teaching dead language, Peter.
Yeah, and even in Korea, I can see how we're getting more globalized and we're using way more English in Korean. It's hard to find a K-pop song that doesn't have an English word in it,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's true. And there are actually many wrong English sentences as
This is
well
true.
in K-pop.
That's another issue as well. Well, we're going to teach you some Korean on the show, modern Korean as well, that could have some English words mixed in. We do it through a movie or drama. And today we're going to do some great acting because I saw this movie just last week, coincidentally.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice. Give us some reviews. Not spoilers though.
I thought it was good. I thought
Nice.
I heard some people who watched it at the time and they were like, not so good. But I would recommend
got
it.
many reviews of that too, but it has very good reaction from globally, right?
Yeah, because it's on the flicks. That's how I watched it as well. Before we get into some more hints, why don't we go through the 3 phrases today and then do some acting?
We don't have any hashtag today.
No hashtag today because
Okay.
we've just talked so much about language.
Sorry.
I haven't got time, Soyeon, okay?
So the 3 sentences here. The first one is 물 조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
물 조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
This is actually difficult,
So
even for
many
me.
지읒 words in here.
Yes, and 자작하게, actually, I learned this as a new word. I don't really use this in daily life.
Okay, so I thought it was just because I'm not completely Korean that I didn't know what this meant. But even you have
even
not
for me.
used. Is it not a common word to use then?
I didn't, so I searched, and it seemed like many people use it, but I didn't know.
There's always like blind spots for everyone in a language, even their native tongue. So what does this vaguely mean? The first sentence
It vaguely means, do you know the word 조리다?
to kind of cook, to boil down.
Yeah,
maybe?
it means kind of cook to boil down to have less and less water and to have it, and for it to be more saucy and more
To thicken the sauce.
thicken the
maybe.
sauce. Yes, that's the word. So you need to control the amount of water to thicken the sauce
By boiling it down.
by boiling it down. Wow, that's a long explanation.
We'll explain it better later. But this is just a simple overview. And then 자작하게, the way I saw it translated and made sense to me was maybe like bit by bit. Maybe little by little.
I actually thought as that way too, but when I searched it, it meant 자작하다 means the state of the soup. I described like
Being boiled down.
being boiled down in less water and more thickened.
Oh, so it
That's
can be
the-
used specifically for cooking in that
Yes,
way.
for cooking.
I see. Second sentence.
Second sentence. 나중에 밥도 말아 먹으려면.
나중에 밥도 말아 먹으려면.
말아 먹다 is another. Wow, this is today. It seems like it's about cooking, but it's a zombie movie actually. Spoiler alert.
Yes.
It's not a cooking movie,
No.
and this means in order to 말아 먹다 means
If we just do this sentence simply,
specifically in Korean.
I would just say if you want to eat it with rice later on. But we'll try and explain exactly what 말아 먹다 means later.
Yeah, but you need to add that it's add rice to the soup when you want to say 말아 먹다.
This is true. It's not just eating rice with some kind of random side dish.
Just kimchi, you can't say.
말아 먹다. No. And then the last sentence.
Last sentence. 그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데.
Yeah, 참기름.
참기름.
That would be a drawing. But 그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데.
Right. 참기름, do you know what that is?
Sesame oil.
Oh yeah, that's true. And
one of my
it's like
favorites.
the magic oil that makes
Yeah.
everything so good.
Especially in rice dishes. If you have some sesame oil.
You just need egg and sesame oil and that's it.
It's so good. So this is talking about, like, at the end, it's got to be sesame oil.
Yeah, you need to add the sesame oil at the end.
Oh, sounds delicious. Again, it's not a cooking show. This is a zombie movie. Today's scene that we're looking at, it is, though, when the two main characters are kind of cooking and eating.
Right. So today's scene is a zombie movie, as I told you. There are many zombie movies actually in Korea,
a real
including
trend.
Busanhaeng and
Peninsula.
the zombie movie Peninsula, and there's a zombie drama Kingdom. It's none of these, so a great hint for you guys. It's a movie, and in this scene, the two two main characters whose name is Junwoo, which will be played by Peter, and Yubin, the character I'm going to play, are trapped by zombies, and they are staying in their respective apartments, but they're checking on each other's survival and talk to each other by walkie-talkie. It's not even a cell phone.
No.
While eating 짜파게리.
Yes, and that's why there's all this food talk.
Yes, it's funny. 짜파게리 is always a source when, these characters are eating. Even in 기생충, the movie Parasite, they were eating 짜파게리.
Yeah, with the noguri, right? So for japaguri. But this is the original, just black bean instant noodles. Let's take it away with the scene and we'll explain more of the cultural implications later.
Do you want to eat some 짜파게티?
Did you pour out the water?
I usually keep a little in.
No, 물 조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
Little by little?
나중에 밥도 말아 먹으려면.
Who puts rice in 짜파게티? Do you know how to cook ramen?
Who can't cook ramen? Japaghetti, though, it's best to put noguri in it and eat it as japaguri, right?
That's a big portion.
No, you need to eat that much, surely.
Okay, enjoy.
그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데.
I think we need some background information in this.
So for an extra hint for the scene, Junwoo is without those extra ingredients, the noguri and the chamgirim. So he's saying on the walkie-talkie like, oh, wouldn't it be good if we had noguri and chamgirim? She has noguri, but she doesn't say. She's like feeling guilty. She's like, oh, I do have both of those things. And she just eats it deliciously.
Lockout.
Yeah, because they're in their own apartments at home, and she has a well-stocked apartment, and he has eaten everything that was in there already. So that's why he's not got as many ingredients. Another hint is Yoo is one of the big stars here.
Yes.
And Park Shin-hye is the female. Yeah, I really like their chemistry. It's interesting.
Yeah, and also I want to... The pouring out the water and stuff, I want to tell people this because when cooking 짜파게티, you don't cook it like regular ramen.
No, it's not a soupy thing, is it?
It's not a soupy thing. You need to pour out the water before you cook it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a bibim thing.
Yeah, it's like a mixture with the sauce just coating the noodles rather than swimming in the soup. That's why we're saying it in this way. Guess what the movie is? We're going to play this great track from Day 6, Zombie. Back for part 2. Welcome to Korea with Korean Unnie. I love that Day 6 track, Zombie. I don't think it's from the soundtrack, though. That's far too melancholy or a little bit positive for this film that we're talking about. It's on the flicks. And
it's not just on the flicks. It was selected as the Netflix...
it's all right.
Flicks global movie chart first...
It was number 1?
No, it was number 1 for the first time in history of Korean movies.
Oh, wowzers. I didn't know globally because I have this thing on my Flix account where it will show me, if I scroll down, the top 10 titles viewed in Korea in my region. It's definitely number 1 there, but we're talking globally as well.
Actually, the movie Alive...
Oh, it's all right. Good hint.
Actually, this movie is more famous globally than in Korea.
Yeah, like we both said, our acquaintances have told us not so great, right?
Yeah, for some reasons, Korean people's reactions were not so great.
It's because I think, my theory, this came out around the same time as Peninsula. Peninsula's like a much bigger budget. The story's much bigger as well. And that's from Train to Busan. So there's some history there. This was just like a standalone movie. And I watched it like a week ago. And I didn't have high expectations because of all those things. And that was a good thing because I was surprised pleasantly. It is kind of small scale. Like a lot of the action just takes place in an apartment room. And And so for a bit, I was thinking, wow, I could have made this film with my smartphone in my apartment. But the story develops. There's a good twist at the end as well. And it's not about the bigger picture. Like you hardly see outside of the apartment. It's all in the building. But it works because the story's kind of interesting. You don't get many reasons for why people have turned to zombies, though.
Yeah, it must have been fun for overseas watchers because it's taking place in the apartments. And
That's very
apartments
Korean.
are, very distinct culture of living in Korea. And also I heard that the movie,
Yeah.
it got 31 languages. I mean, it
Oh.
got dubbed in 31 languages.
Amazing. Translated into that many. I will admit I cheated. I was watching it with the wife and we had the English subtitles just in case.
English subtitles. I mean, it's better than watching it in English dubbing. So.
Yes, that would be weird. UI in talking English, although I think he does speak a little bit. So why don't we give away the title?
Right. So even though I gave you a little hint, now this is the official answer.
The full title.
The full title is hashtag alive.
Hashtag alive. You
Not
need the
just alive.
hashtag. And in Korean?
Goes well with hashtag Daily K.
Yes.
In Korean, it's hashtag 살아있다,
Yeah, to be alive.
meaning to be alive.
Yeah, and the hashtag, when I first saw the movie, I was like, oh, are they trying to be trendy like hashtag Daily K? But it actually is pertinent because in the film, he posts up on like Instagram or some social media, I'm alive. You know, and that's how apparently the rescue helicopters found people in the movie. So it has got some relation to it.
Interesting.
I definitely recommend it. It's not very long watch either. I think it's only about 90 minutes or so.
And 1 hour and a half. 98 minutes running time, to be exact.
Fantastic, yeah. And it's a very, very simple watch. It won't be like a brain teaser or anything like that.
Yeah, the good reviews that I read was that it's very modern because they're using these recent electronic devices to communicate with other people. And, you know, it's similar to what we are going through right now, which is a global pandemic.
Yeah, it's kind
many
of
people
similar
can
to
relate to it.
lockdown. Yeah, this must have been in the works since way before Corona, but it is kind of pertinent. But I hope it doesn't end up like this, where zombies are trying to break into our house. And it's not too scary either, like some zombie films can
No?
be. Yeah, it's comedic in places as well. Yu Ain's character is like this kind of bum gamer who lives at his parents' house, you know, and he's always just gaming.
He's a great actor.
He is really good. And he's quite popular in recent months for being on that 나 혼자 산다?
He revealed his house, which was a huge mansion that he has his own farm and
Really?
not a farm.
Not like a
that's quite
massive one,
exaggeration.
but a little garden.
A little garden and very nice house.
And an electric car from that tea brand, I heard. My wife wants us to buy it now, but I'm not UIN yet. Let's
You
get...
do look a little bit like
Thank you, I suppose. He is a A-lister here. Let's get on to some of our listener clips and we'll teach some of these sentences in more detail. Here's Faz from Malaysia. Let's take a listen.
조절하면서 졸여야죠.
What?
Sorry?
Let's listen carefully. I think that was
Did he drink
sentence one.
helium or?
He might have just done some acting, but I believe this is the male character, so interesting voice choice.
조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
Oh, but very good pronunciation.
Very quick as well.
Yeah.
물 조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
Right. So, we were talking about how when we are cooking 짜파게티, we need to take out the water, pour out the water. And this is a phrase when you say you are cooking 짜파게티.
Okay.
물 조절하면서 졸여야죠.
So I'm confused here. Okay, 물 means water, right?
Right.
That's an easy part. But then 조절하면서 졸여야죠. That is a difficult pronunciation. But we've got 조절 and then 졸여야죠. Is there a difference in those two words, or are we repeating the same word? I think I know. 조절하다 means to control something.
Yeah,
right?
they are all different words, and yeah, I think this phrase is actually a little too difficult for
We're
our
going
listeners.
advanced today.
Yes, but 조절하다 means to control. Peter was right. So you need to control the water and 졸여야죠. This comes from the verb 졸이다.
졸이다.
Yeah.
Not 졸려, as in you're sleeping.
Not that one.
졸이다.
졸이다. And we often say 졸이다 as well.
졸이다.
졸이다. Yeah.
Okay, to make it like a 상지어.
And that means, as we said earlier, when we are eating, 찌개 or soup,
Like a stewy thing.
stewy thing, boiling it down, basically.
We're boiling it down, okay? Boiling it down, yeah, that's a cooking phrase in English to make something thicker, right? To take out the watery element to it to a certain extent. So, 물 조절하면서 means you have to control the water and then 졸여야죠 by boiling it down.
By boiling it down.
Aha, because japagetti, like we said, is not a soupy ramen, which is common in Korea.
And it is actually really difficult to control the amount of water because you don't need too much water, but you also need some water.
Otherwise, it sticks to the bottom of the pan and it's
Yeah,
not
my
very
mom's
nice.
really good at this. Oh, I want to eat some japagetti.
I'm going to ask her to cook it for me. This is a favorite.
My mom?
Yes, amongst many kids because it's one of the not spicy instant noodles.
Oh, yeah.
So my kids love it. And then the second part here, 자작하게.
Yes, a new word that I also learned. It basically means the state of boiling it down.
Ah, so I see here in the Korean explanation from our writer, 액체가 잦아들어 적다. So it's when you have like a small amount of liquid left as maybe like a sauce or something.
Yes, I searched 자작하게 on Ngver and it shows the photos of lots of 찌개.
And jjigae is different to guk because guk is just like a regular soup, whereas a jjigae is a bit thicker, not quite a stew. I've heard it described like that, but
Yeah, 된장국 and 된장찌개 is different. 된장국 has more soup
yeah,
in it, and 된장찌개
More
is more
watery.
like a saucy thing.
exactly. So we're talking about. I didn't know this word was used this way though. That kind of thick sauce. Our writer also gave an example of 갈비찜, the braised short ribs, which need a thick sauce on
Yeah,
them.
something like 갈비찜 or 찜닭.
Oh,
When you think about it,
Yeah.
it's very thick sauce that you can eat with rice and it tastes so good.
absolutely.
Then in these kinds of situations, you can use the word 자작하다.
자작하게 is what he says. I translated it to little by little, but that is a different interpretation of this word. It's more, in this case, about the cooking, the thick sauce. Let's get on to some more music. We'll be back with some more voice clips from our listeners after Angmyu. Is it 라면? 라면인 건가? Back for the third and final part of Welcome to Korea with Korean Unnie, looking at the movie #alive, #살아있다, and going through some sentences. We've got another two to listen to. We do have a clip from Leon in Singapore. Let's take a listen. Here we go.
그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데.
What do you think?
그래도
Sorry, I couldn't
역시
listen to it.
마지막에는 참기름인데.
Oh.
틀려도 was not what he said, but I thought that's what he said. He said 그래도, but it's 그래도 would be the correct pronunciation.
Yes,
I think.
rather than 그래도, this one, since it doesn't have a last consonant, then you say 그래도.
그래도, right? There's no 받침 on the 그 there. So 그래도, what does that mean? 그래도. That's hard to translate, I feel.
Yeah, but we can translate it to maybe still,
Still.
but still, 그래도.
Okay, but
Or-
still, that's a good translation. 역시, that's another tricky one.
That's another tricky one. It's easy to translate this in Japanese because they have the same exact word, but
For all our Japanese listeners, that's helpful.
야빠리.
Okay. But in English, yeah, 역시. You use that a lot in Korean as well. Like,
As I expected?
as I expected, yeah, that's
As I
not bad.
assumed?
Because you use it in a situation like this. This is more easy to understand. If you are out on a hot summer's day and then you have a cool beer and you're like, 역시 맥주다. On a hot day, it would be
Right.
like, yeah, beer hits the spot. As I expected. Yeah, that's not bad
As
at
I
all.
expected, beer.
Yeah, that sounds weird in English. So if we do the whole sentence, you'll understand. So, but still, as I expected, 마지막에는
마지막에는 마지막 you might have heard this word from 마지막처럼 마지막처럼 as if it's your last. 마지막 means last.
Last, okay, and then 참기름인데.
Right. The 참기름, it's the sesame oil, very delicious. It adds this sweetness and 고소함.
That nuttiness, a savory
Nuttiness.
flavor, yeah.
Into the meal. So the full sentence, 그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데 I think in this case, as Peter said, it would be easier to translate 역시 as hits the spot. So still, in the last, you need this sesame oil that hits the spot.
Yeah, and at the end, he's put 인데 rather than 참기름이야. 참기름이야 would imply maybe that you've got sesame oil and you're just putting it in. But in there, I think it's because Yuain's character doesn't have it. He's saying, but still, even though we don't have it, is implied, we need some sesame oil at the end
true,
for it to hit
yes.
the spot.
He can say 그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데 even though he has sesame oil, but Peter's right. Since he doesn't have 참기름 now, he can't say 참기름이야.
Yeah, because then it would be implying he's maybe pouring it in or he's about to eat it or enjoy it. It's a complex sentence, to be honest, for you guys to learn, but well done for your efforts there, Leon. Let's get on to another listener clip. Who do we have? Carl from the US. I think we've got all three. Let's take a listen.
물 조절하면서 졸여야죠.
Was that all right pronunciation?
Yes. It was a little bit small. She did say 자작하게 or she skipped it?
No, that's afterwards. I paused it before she said that.
Oh, okay.
Can we do your version? Because this is a tongue twister.
Yeah, there are too many T's, J's in this
Yes.
sentence. 물 조절하면서 졸여야죠.
I'm not even going to try it. And then let's get to the next part.
자작하게.
Very good.
자작하게.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
나중에 밥도 말라 먹으려면
Yeah, this actually sentence, 나중에 밥도 말아 먹으려면, it's not a full sentence.
Yeah, there's no ending to this, right? It's not grammatically complete. But let's go through it anyway. The pronunciation was pretty good. Rather than 말아 먹어야 돼. 말아 먹으려면.
Yes, the pronunciation was good, as Peter said. Many people make mistakes saying 말라, but in this case, you say 말아.
말아.
Softly
Yeah, because
pronounce
it's
it.
confusing. Because sometimes we're taught if there's the 받침 sound and there's an iung next, you kind of carry it over, right? So
Right.
people think 말라 먹어, but it's 말아 먹어 in this case. It's just a rule. You got to deal with it. 나중에.
나중에 we say this a lot. Even just this word, we say it a lot.
Yeah, as a
나중에.
response, right? Let's go out for a coffee, Sohyun.
나중에, 나 바빠.
That means not now, I'm busy. So 나중에 just means like a later time, right? So in this case, we're talking about cooking. So it just means at a later time, and in this case, I believe, after you've eaten the noodles, right?
After you've eaten the noodles,
밥도.
밥도, rice as well. 밥 meaning rice and 도 meaning also.
And then the key phrase here, 말아 먹다.
Right. 말아 먹다 is usually we say this when we 밥 말아 먹다 to a soup.
Yeah.
So we have lots of soup in Korea. We have 미역국, sesame soup, 된장국, soybean soup, 김치국, 김치국?
Yeah, we do have that as
soup.
well. That's a very light version. I prefer.
계란국, egg soup.
And you could put it in like a jjigae as well, I guess, 말아 먹어.
Yeah, you can too. In jjigae as well. Anything. You can put rice in the soupy or saucy thing. And the act of doing it, we say 밥 말아 먹다. 밥
Yeah.
말아 먹다.
Because 먹다 is just to eat. So it must be from the 말다 part where you're mixing the rice together, right? You're putting it together and then you're eating the soup and the rice at the same time in the same spoonful. In this case, I guess you're doing it with, the soup remnants of the 짜파게티.
짜파구리.
Yeah.
짜파게티, yes.
And then you're eating it all together. That's the complex thing.
It's funny because we don't really say 말아 먹다 when we're making cereal and eating it, even though it's the same thing, like putting
Cereal with
in
milk.
the milk. Yeah.
No, you're just eating it, right? But with the rice in a soup. I guess it's because it's not required. You don't have to do that. Whereas in cereal, that's the only way you should be eating it. Maybe.
That's the way you
That's a
eat it.
theory. Noor has got in touch from Malaysia. Let's take a listen to your clips as well. Here we go.
조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
Sounds like a zombie is talking there in a way, right? 물 조절하면서 졸여야죠. 자작하게.
Right.
Pronunciation was pretty good. And then your second sentence that you sent in, let's take a listen.
나중에 밥도 말아 먹으면
말아 먹으려면. We didn't talk about that ending. No, you just had to say 려면 rather than 라면. 말아 먹으려면.
Yeah, another tongue twister pronunciation maybe. 말아먹으려면.
If it's something 려면.
려면 means in order to.
Okay.
So 말하려
It's tough.
it's tough for me. 말아먹으려면 in order to eat rice later with the soup.
And then the previous sentence is what he's talking about. In order to do that, you need to have a bit of water in there or a bit of soup left in there is what he's implying.
Right. So you can use this ending in lots of situations. For example, you can say 일찍 일어나려면 in order to wake up early.
Uh-huh.
일찍 자야 돼.
Yeah, you have to go to sleep early. Good tip there. Siska from Indonesia, we've got your last ones. You said, sorry for the pronunciation, and I'm in the bathroom. That's why there's an echo. Well, we'll enjoy the echo. Let's take a listen to one of Siska's.
그라도 역시 마지막 거는 참기름인데.
Yeah, I heard Leon do this earlier. It sounds as if there's a liel pachim to 그래도, but you separate those, right?
Yes. Again, 그래도 we don't have a 받침 here.
Yeah.
So just softly you pronounce it as 그래도.
그래도 역시 마지막에는 참기름인데.
And again, like 나중에 그래도 you can just say it separately. Like 그래도. But still.
If you're maybe not in a heat of a moment arguing with bad tempers, but just maybe disagreeing with someone, maybe you've asked, let's go and have a coffee. And I'm like, no, we don't have time. And you're like, 그래도.
Yeah, 그래도 or 그래도 가자.
We
But
need
still,
to get
let's
coffee. Absolutely. Let's get to another of Siska's sentences, number 2, before we wrap things up.
나중에 밥도 말아 먹으려면.
말아 먹으려면. If you connect it, a bit more natural. Good effort, though.
Yeah, but it was very smooth.
Before
So
I
nice.
let you go, so do you like to 말아 먹어 your
Oh yes,
rice
all
and
the
soup?
time. And
Really?
sometimes I even just 밥 말아 먹어 with kimchi and some water too.
Oh my god, like cold water.
Why do you look
Not even hot
disgusted?
water.
Yeah, cold water.
Oh wow, that sounds like a real single life thing to do. I don't know why I have that
No, I
image.
do it at my mom's home because I don't have kimchi in my home.
Fantastic. Let's see you again next Tuesday, Korean Unnie. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Here is Dress and Sogum featuring Zico, My Taste, 내 입맛.